What if I told you that you could be saving a lot more money on your Amazon purchases? Well, I know a lot of people spend a substantial amount of money on Amazon, and I found a credit card that will give you 5x back on all of your Amazon purchases. So in this video, I'm going to go full in depth in discussing the Amazon Prime Rewards Visa Signature credit card, in which I will discuss everything about this credit card and whether this credit card is a good option for you. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. Thanks for checking out this video and welcome back to the channel. I usually do avoid store affiliated credit cards, but if you spend money at Amazon or Whole Foods, there is no other credit card out there that is going to give you as good of rewards as the Amazon Prime credit card. And the best part about this is that not only are you getting a credit card that is going to be optimal for purchases at Amazon, but the Amazon Prime credit card also does not have an annual fee. There is a small catch though, because while you are getting a credit card that has an annual fee of $0, in order to be eligible for this credit card, you do need to have an Amazon Prime membership. However, there are so many people that already have Amazon Prime memberships, and so if you already have an Amazon Prime membership, then this card will not change your spending habits, and so you can basically consider it a no annual fee card. And even if you don't already have an Amazon Prime membership, then I think it will be worth it for a lot of people to get an Amazon Prime membership just so they can get this credit card. And I will discuss this a little bit later, but that's going to be based on the point multipliers and cash back that you're able to get. When you apply and are approved for the Amazon Prime credit card, you automatically get a $150 Amazon gift card. And this welcome bonus is pretty unique because on most credit cards, you have a welcome bonus that has a spending requirement. And once you meet that spending requirement is when you actually receive that welcome bonus. However, with the Amazon Prime credit card, you automatically receive that $150 Amazon credit card as soon as you are approved for the credit card, without having to meet any sort of spending requirement. And this is a really nice perk because a lot of times when you have to meet a spending requirement on a new welcome bonus, you have to sacrifice getting the best possible value in every daily spend category because you're instead putting all of your spending on one specific card. Whereas with the Amazon Prime credit card, you can continue using your credit card setup without having to sacrifice any sort of spending in order to get a welcome bonus. And if you wanted to, you could easily open this credit card alongside another credit card due to the fact that you won't have to meet the welcome bonus for both of them because the Amazon Prime credit card does not need to meet a specific spending requirement. So now if we discuss the main reasons that people want to get this Amazon Prime credit card in the first place, let's discuss the multipliers that you get with this card. With this card, you'll get a super high 5x back on Amazon purchases, 5x back on Whole Foods purchases, and then 2x back on dining, 2x back on gas stations, 2x back on drugstores, and then 1x back on everything else. So obviously the best way to use this card is to use your Amazon Prime credit card as your dedicated card for Amazon and Whole Foods purchases. Depending on your credit card setup, it's also really nice that you can get 2x back on dining, drugstore purchases, and gas stations. However, for the vast majority of people, I would recommend that you simply stick to using this card as your dedicated Amazon and Whole Foods card. As I mentioned earlier, even if you don't already have an Amazon Prime account, I think for a lot of people, it's going to be worth it to get an Amazon Prime account so that you can sign up for this credit card. And I say this because I think the points back on the multipliers that you get for Amazon and Whole Foods purchases will outweigh the cost of an Amazon Prime membership. For example, let's say that you spend $3,000 in a year on Amazon and Whole Foods purchases. Well, if we pull out a calculator, you can see that if you multiply that $3,000 by the 5% back that you'll get on Amazon and Whole Foods purchases, you get $150 back, which significantly outweighs the cost of the $119 that an Amazon Prime yearly membership costs. And this doesn't even account for all the additional benefits that you would have by having an Amazon Prime membership in the first place. So clearly you're going to be getting a lot of points back on those Amazon and Whole Foods purchases, but how do you actually redeem those points? Well, you were able to redeem your points at a redemption rate of 1 cent per point through the use of 3 options, which are for cash back, for Amazon gift cards or Amazon purchases, and then for travel rewards through Chase. I actually would not recommend redeeming your points for Amazon purchases or Amazon gift cards because then you will not be fully taking advantage of the 5% back that you would normally get. So the best options for redemptions would be for cash back or for travel through Chase. Normally, I would recommend using Chase's travel partners to make your points worth more and making that redemption value be upwards of 2 cents per point. However, technically, you are not allowed to transfer the points that you earn on your Amazon Prime credit card to Chase Ultimate Rewards. With that being said, there is an interesting quote from an article that I read on Upgraded Points, which says this: "There have been a few reports of cardholders calling or emailing Chase to ask if their Amazon points could be transferred to Ultimate Rewards points. Some cardholders have lucked out, stating Chase agreed to a one-time transfer and notified them it would not be an action they could regularly perform. Others have reported this tactic hasn't worked for them. So it sounds like it is possible to transfer points from Amazon over to Chase Ultimate Rewards. However, it does seem like this is probably just going to be a one-time thing. So I'd recommend waiting until you had a lot of Amazon points, and then you can take full advantage of transferring these points out to Chase's travel partners and getting high redemption values. This card also does have some other travel benefits, such as no foreign transaction fees, travel accident insurance, lost luggage reimbursement, baggage delay insurance, travel and emergency assistance, zero fraud liability, and purchase protection. So those are all the details of this card. Now, what is the optimal strategy? Well, first of all, if you already have an Amazon Prime account, then I think this card is a no-brainer because you won't have to change your spending habits or pay any fees to get really solid multipliers. To speak on those multipliers, you don't normally get 5x back on any categories very often, especially with a no annual fee card. And even with some other no annual fee credit cards that offer 5x back on select categories, such as the Chase Freedom Flex, which offers 5x back on rotating quarterly categories, those other cards don't offer uncapped 5x back on niche categories like the Amazon Prime credit card does. And so the optimal strategy here would be to use your Amazon Prime credit card for those specific categories that are Amazon and Whole Foods, and then pair the Amazon Prime card with other credit cards that get you better multipliers for categories such as dining. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I think this card still could be worth getting even if you don't already have an Amazon Prime membership. And whether it is worth it for you to get an Amazon Prime membership just so you can open this credit card, it's just going to be a simple calculation on whether the points back from the 5x categories such as Amazon and Whole Foods are going to be worth more than the annual cost of an Amazon Prime membership. And even if the points back that you will get from the 5x categories won't cover the cost of an Amazon Prime membership for your situation, then you do have a plan B, which is the regular Amazon Rewards Visa Signature Card. With the regular Amazon credit card, you do have the benefit of not needing an Amazon Prime membership to have the card. However, you will get 3x back on the Whole Foods and Amazon categories, instead of the 5x back that you'll get on the Amazon Prime card. However, I'm guessing that for the vast majority of people that are watching this video, you probably fall into one of two categories. You either already have an Amazon Prime membership, or the cost of opening an Amazon Prime membership is going to be less than the points back that you will earn from the 5x categories from Amazon and Whole Foods. And if one of those scenarios either applies to you right now or maybe later down the road, then I would definitely recommend getting this card either right now or maybe looking into it more in the future. But yeah, that's pretty much going to wrap up this video. If you've made it to this point, I really appreciate you sticking around and watching this video. And if you got any value or insight from the video, please leave a like as it helps me out a ton and I would greatly appreciate it. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.